important to me. Did I already film this? Yes. Did it work? No. So I'm taking that as a divine sort of message that I wasn't hitting it. Okay? So we're going to go through the third stage once more. Once more. For your sake. Okay? So far we've done 2 videos where we've started with the Fool, which is 0. Remember, it's not a number, it's practically infinity. So we're at the third stage of the soul journey. And here we come against the Devil. I know this card looks scary, but ultimately what it's really asking you to do is look at any cycles or patterns or choices you are making that are keeping you stuck, that aren't spiritually aligned. They're more like ego reinforced because we think they're safe. It's what we've always known. But it's really about coming to terms with the fact that these are chaining us, okay, to the past, to an older version of ourselves. So when we break the chain, we have the Tower moment. You know, the rug can maybe feel like it's being pulled out from under us. This card does a great job of softening this experience with the butterflies, which really are transformative. But also, this card isn't scary. We've got the lightning bolt, which is empowering. It's this moment of like incredible clarity, right? What do you think about with a lightning bolt? It's like, oh, right? We've got the crown, which is regal. It's divine. It's meant to happen. But it could feel a little bit like a dark night of a soul, because it is not comfortable, okay? We have given up the patterns that controlled us prior and the things that we knew, and we are now in incredibly uncharted territory, but it's empowering and divine. From there, we go to the Star, okay? The Star is really, I mean, it comes after this, because what's left when everything falls out from under us? What do we really learn or take away? It's that hope and love. And yeah, elements that we can't explain are always there for us, that we're not alone, and that ultimately we are divine. Right? There's a piece of ourselves that is divine. And therefore, we're always taken care of, we're seen, we're supported, right? There is always hope. The Moon. This card can seem also a little scary because it's in some ways carrying forward this idea. Like, we have hope, but we're also confronted by external things that might be a little scary. So we have to follow our intuition, right? Follow the moonlight, follow the divine guidance, and keep a perspective that's not so ground and reality centered. I like this card because it does a really good job, like the High Priestess, of showing a white wolf and a black wolf. So like good, bad, the things we associate like that, and the need for them to be deconstructed to really merge within our intuition. So it's like the third stage, quite literally, of that High Priestess card, right? It's a lot more deep, and it can still be associated with the dark night of the soul like this, because it's not always a comfortable experience. But ultimately, if we hold on to our hope and follow our intuition, the light, we go towards the light. So think about the moon as like shadow work, basically, okay? But we follow the light through the shadows. And ultimately, that allows us to act from a place of authenticity, it's this strong life force, it's confident, you have this wonder kind of mentality about the world, like you're in a way born again, but I don't mean that in a religious context, more in a spiritual, soul-based, okay? Yeah, and there's this childlike innocence to you again. And this is where you actually connect, okay? You hear the voices of the angels, basically, right? This is the final stage of that spiritual awakening. It's realizing that everything is falling around me. It's realizing that ultimately, like, this does a good job of showing it, right? This is like our 3D body earthly experience, and this is like our divine soul that's like connecting up high. In this card, we hear. So it is both about senses in either way, but it's about this moment of awakening, of understanding, so to speak, of really anyone who has had an awakening moment. You know, it hasn't been comfortable, but you've come out of it with this This is exciting. Okay, this is like uplifting. This is empowering. I love this card. But also what I love most about this deck is that the card that I showed you before, which was the wheel, she was standing on top of it. So she had gained a new perspective, but she still wasn't within it. What I love about this card, the final card of the Major Arcana, is that she has become part of it. She is within the circle. Everything that's within the circle belongs to the circle. That's my astrology quote, and it applies here. Okay? So this is where your actions are aligned, your values are aligned, you're leading with integrity, and with an understanding that the thing that connects us all is love and hope. And that's it. That's the end of my tarot session, my third lesson. I hope this video works. And I am gladly able to do any of the suits that you want me to do if you enjoyed these videos. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. It's not always the way I would read the cards in a reading, the way I've described them here, per se. But it is also very important if you're ever getting into tarot to be able to understand the story that's behind it and to be able to memorize the card before and the card after. Okay, have a great day. Love you all.